Video. Sorry I'm a little bit late. Things have been kind of wacky here. Trying to figure this stuff out. We're just getting started and it's going to be an amazing time. We're going to be covering a lot of different things about the body. I think maybe we can do it right from here. Yeah. So to make sure that there's a little bit of wind today, so I'm just trying to make sure that everything in the audio field is going to come out the way we want it to. All right, so let's get started. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you all. And let's get busy. The first thing we're going to do is we're just going to feel our body, because most of the time we forget. So when we feel our body, feel the weight on the ground, and imagine from the bottom of your feet the weight coming up through the body. All right, and the next thing we're going to do is increase our awareness and our intention in the body. And to do that, we're going to take a deep breath through the nose, tip our head back and smile, and hold. Nice belly breath. Always want to involve the belly if you can. And then we exhale, and we let our body relax. It's really difficult sometimes for our body to relax. So, it's a little chilly here today, which is always good when it comes to doing these things. So I appreciate you. How you doing? Good. We're going to start this off with cleaning the lymphatic system, because if the lymph doesn't flow, which is the bathroom of the body, all the toxins start to develop and build in the body. And we don't want that. We want them eliminated from the body. Now, in many cases, if that wind is too much, let me know, okay? If that's the case, okay, we want to allow the body to relax, to give it permission. The body must do what we tell it. Quite a bit of wind blowing in there. Let me see if I can.
Sorry about me here.
It's all right. See what I can do to get this back in here a ways. Hopefully, angle will still be right. Should be able to see my feet, because we'll be doing some foot stuff here too. All right, so maybe that'll be better as far as the wind goes. I hope so. All right. So we're gonna open the lymphatic system. This is a really important thing to do. We want to keep that flowing. And to do that, there are many, like 12 places in the body that the lymph can get congested, and it causes issues as time goes by. The first place is right above and below the collarbone. We want a finger above it and below it. All right? And we're just going to slide out the collarbone 9 times. We don't have to do this hard. This can be gentle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we do the other side. The body is a mirror image, okay? So what we do on this side, we do on this one. And this is the first place where all lymph in the body must go. So then we do 9 times on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then we go to another area, which is, all these are very critical that we keep the lymph flowing in this. Right behind the earlobe, there's a little indentation. That's the largest lymph node in the neck. What goes up by it and down past it is blood, and your vagus nerve comes down through here. All right, we do not do both sides at the same time. The blood that goes to the brain, if we hit that just right and shut the blood off to the brain, we'll pass out just like that. So, one side at a time, okay? So, this lymph node right here, okay, we just gently pull down on that 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we get down this big muscle on the side of the neck. All right. So it's all lymph nodes, and everything from this side of the body has to come down through to get into this gate right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then we go to the other side. That little hole right between right above the jawbone and behind the earlobe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we go down the side of the neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. One thing to remember is everything from here is gravity fed. From your toes all the way up goes against gravity. This is why it's so important to lay down at night, or lay down in general, because from the feet down we detox at night. This is why sleeping is so important too. And we're constantly rolling over and things. So we're moving that lymph, and it's getting a chance to flow through these areas where it can get stuck, which is another reason it's so important to open those areas up. Now we're going to go to the area that really causes a lot of issues in the world, and that is right here where the shoulder rolls into the chest plate and under the arm. Okay, this backs up in the house. We can have all kinds of issues. These are acids, and they burn. Okay, and there's a lung meridian right in here. If you feel around, you'll find a really weird feeling spot. That's your lung meridian. So you can tap on this, you can rub, get underneath, get down to the lower rib, gets no loving down there. And then we push across, and this helps break up dense tissue, scar tissue, all that kind of thing. So we want to make sure that we do that, and we keep that going as much as possible. Flow is the name of the game for the entire body. No flow, stagnation. Stagnation is a long, slow, painful experience. And the best way to clean it is to just do these simple things. The body is split down the middle this way, right down through. Okay, this half has no idea this half is here, and this one has no idea this half is here, because the nervous system for this side of the body comes out on this side of the spine, and for this side it comes out on this side. And our emotions run right up and down the spine. All right, so this is a third area that can be a big problem. If this backs up, it backs up in the house, which is your body. Think of all the issues, lymphatic issues, lymphomas that happen, because these areas are stuck, swollen, inflamed, and all inflammation is in the lymphatic system. So then we're going to go to the next area, which is all the way down here around the belly button. Okay, we're going to put our hands on our lower rib cage, because you can take a breath. If you're a shallow breather, you really don't get any rib movement. And if they get stuck, that's why they're called a cage, you can't take a full breath. All right, so we're going to inhale through the nose. I want to feel our hands separate. I want to see them separate. Okay, and then exhale, and we start rubbing all the way down around to the belly button. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of little veins and nerves right here, because this is where you came from. You came through your belly button. That was your life support, and we need to keep it in good shape, even if we don't have it anymore. Okay? All right. Now, we're going to take a heel of our hands, and we're going to push, and this is massaging the organs and glands. Think of it this way. They're in fluid. 2/3 of the fluid in the body is right here, which is quite a bit. And we push and we pull. It's like taking a sponge and putting it underwater and you squeeze it, it pushes the fluid out, and then it opens back up, it goes back in. Well, as you do that, it's going to start eliminating the congestion. Any inflammation, if it hurts, be gentle with yourself. We are not here to cause pain, we're here to heal. And the key to that is your breath and how you keep the body flowing. I'm going to move on to the next area. These are critical and crucial. And many of the things we do open these up. And in doing so, I'm having trouble with this door here. So in doing so, the flow creates an alkaline environment. It gets rid of all the acids, and the blood and the lymph get in to feed the cells and clean them. Just think, when you're eating, you're feeding and cleaning, feeding and cleaning. That's what the body does naturally, all right? The next gate or area is the groin. I use my fingertips up here. I use the edge of my hands here, and I use the palm of my hands on the inner thigh. This backs up, again, tissue will weld together. There are all kinds of things that can happen here in the uterus, testicular, ovarian issues. As that builds, and we carry a lot of trauma in our hips, so we want to make sure that we allow those to move out, and all emotions go in through the breath, so all emotions are released through the breath. The next area we're going to work is the calf of the legs, okay? Each one of these is called our second heart, because as we're walking, they're pumping. So we're just going to go behind and we're going to rub and tap. The blood is fed into the knee from the back side. So the blood and the lymph always travel together. And as long as there's a lot of room for it to flow, then your body will be healthy. So those are the big areas that we want to keep open. I'm going to show you this little move right here. We lift this heel and we swing this way and then this way. This is a Zen swing. And I gotta find something to put in that door, I guess. So when we're doing the Zen swing, we're moving every joint, every muscle in the body. Now the lymphatic system has 3 pumps. They're all manual. Now if you want to call a 4th one, it would be movement like we're doing right here. But we're opening all the gates and we're moving them. All these areas that are sluggish, right? Right from here, right down through. And as we're doing this, we're actually turning our neck this way. So we're pulling on all of these spots. We're pumping the blood and the lymph from the balls of our feet and the diaphragm as we breathe. That's why it's so important to do a belly breath. I want to get that diaphragm to drop. And you can control your breath and send the energy from it anywhere in the body, to your finger, to your little toe, to whatever it is that you want. Intention and focus when you breathe will send energy to that area to heal it, because the energy that created you is the energy that heals you. Energy creates matter, so if there's something the matter with the matter, there's something a matter with the energy. And you can control it and the frequency that you are living at through your breath. All right, so we're going to open the spinal gates. There's one at the top and one at the bottom, and this is how the fluid runs up and down through the spine. And to do that, it's very simple. We just breathe in through the nose, push our hips forward, tip our head back, careful you don't fall over, and then we exhale through the mouth. We're going to go into a fetal position, standing fetal position, and we touch our chin to our chest. And if you're not able to stand, you can do this sitting. you would just do this. Try to pull your hips forward, and when you go down, you're in a sitting position. Good. Then you breathe in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. All right. So now we're going to do 3 lines breaths. This clears the lungs. Most of our blood oxygen transfer takes place in the bottom of the lungs. The toxins are heavier. They settle in the bottom, and if you're already a shallow breather, your body is starving of oxygen, and we don't want it to starve from oxygen. So to do a lion's breath, we breathe in through the nose, tip our head back and smile. And when we exhale, we stick our tongue all the way out, and we're going to be tapping on the meridians. This is really important to do this because you're sending little tiny shock waves through the body, and it's actually energizing your organs and glands. So breathe in through the nose, tip your head back and smile. And the lion's breath, exhale. Okay, we'll call that a practice one. Now we'll do 3. Inhale through the nose, head back, smile. Lion's breath, exhale. And your breath should match your movement. You see a program that they're not even talking about breath? Be suspicious, because you need your breath to make this work. It's part of the compression-decompression chamber that the body needs to go through. It expands, it contracts. So that's why cold and hot work so well. You get in cold water, cold plunge, you reduce. When you get in the heat, you expand. And that is doing the same thing as like doing this. It's doing it a lot different because it's cold, okay? But it's important to know that. We are in complete control of our body. We are the commander-in-chief. All right, let's do another lion's breath. Inhale, head back, smile. Lion's breath, exhale. So when you get up here, you should be at the end of that breath, and that's learning how to manage your breath and your movement. So we'll be doing that a lot more as the thing goes on here. All right, one more lion's breath. I feel it coming on. Here we go. Inhale through the nose, head back, smile. Lion's breath, exhale. Right. So now we have done lymphatic flow. We've opened the spinal gates. We've cleared the lungs. Now it's time to get busy. All right. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start rolling our hands like this. And the intention is to let the mind, or to tell the mind, or give the mind permission, however you feel comfortable with that, to generate whatever it needs to keep our joints flexible, free of pain, and strong. The body has to do what you tell it. This is something we've never been told. And it's time that we learned. The breath is the engine of the body. It generates energy. And if you're low on energy, you're low on oxygen, you're low on hydration, you're low on nutrition. All right, now we're going to put our fingers together like so, and we're going to start rolling the wrists. We work a lot on joints because they are the battery of the body. There's 6 of them. They're stacked on top of each other, either direction. And they are ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, elbow, wrist. If we get a weak wrist, we start to lose the power in our hand. Elbow, shoulder, doesn't matter. Hip, knee, foot. These are connected tissues where the energy has to flow through. We need to keep these joints strong, flexible, and healthy. And if you tell your body to do that, it has to do it. Okay? So now we're going to do the scarecrow position, and we're going to work on elbows. The slower you go, the more energy you generate. Other direction. Okay, we're going to roll right into shoulders. If you have any questions, please ask. I usually don't answer anything during the session because it's hard for me to read it from this far away. All right, so we're going to go into, this is a relaxation. It's called a Zen swing. The slower you go, the more energy you generate. And one way to slow down, because we move at the speed of our thought. That's why some people move so fast, and that's why others don't move fast at all. Again, we're moving every joint and every muscle in the body right now. We're opening the body up to live a beautiful, expansive, vital life. We hold that in us. Now we're going to do hips. So for hips, we try to keep our shoulders straight, and we're going side, back, side, front. Okay, we're just rolling around, and you can do it in those jerky positions if you want to, if that's how it's going to work for you. If you have a sore hip, then be gentle. We're not here to cause pain. Other direction. All right, now we're going to move on to knees. With the knees, it's important that they take a lot of abuse and they need a lot of attention. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to tap on our kneecaps 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we're going to go to one knee each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9. Then we go behind the knee. Remember, this is the second heart back here. Each calf. And we rub and we tap. Then we do the other side. All right. Last one that we work on is the ankle. Now it'll actually move the ankle, the knee, and the hip, which is good. We want everything in alignment. So we put the ball of our foot, remember that's a lymphatic pump and it's manual. So why walking is so good for us. And we just roll around. I don't know if you can see my foot. I can. And we go in the other direction. All right. Then we do the other foot. Other direction. Now you may find one direction easier than the other. And it's our brain. We're forcing the left and right to work together when we're doing this. All right. We're going to do 12 energy meridians. 6 in the hands, 6 in the feet. All right. And we're going to stimulate the meridians. And we do that, think of a 5,000-year-old Macarena. We're going to start here. We're going to go to here. We're going to go to here, underneath. Okay? These vibrations are shaking the cells. And when they do, it helps to get rid of any inflammation or anything that's in that area to help clean that tissue. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. 1, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. You can't mess this up, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more round. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. All right. All of these are extremely important. So we're going to do some breaths now. And we're going to be doing what's called the horse dance. Okay? We're kind of sitting on our skeletal structure, which is floating inside the body. Okay? That's why when you see an ancient grave, the bones are scattered everywhere. What's holding us together are the tendons and the ligaments. So, we're going to start here, hands like so, and we're going to stand and we're going to do an inhale through the nose to here. This will be a full breath. We're learning to move and breathe at the same pace. And then we exhale through the mouth on the way back down. Okay, so here we go. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. This time we're going all the way up over the head, palms towards the sky. Inhale. Palms towards the earth. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time we're going to stop at the top. Inhale. And exhale through the mouth and turn to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. And we're going to bring our arms out to the outside like this. And we're going to exhale right back into a horse stance. Exhale through the mouth. Right back up the center. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And shake it out. Something we forgot to do is shake. Now our skeletal structure has all kinds of piezo-crystal compounds through it. So as we're tapping our heels on the ground, if you can do that. If you're sitting, just tap your feet on the ground or on the floor. This excites those crystals and they make stronger, more flexible bones. When we breathe in through the nose, nice deep belly breath, the primal brainstem gets squished and it goes up and it separates all the plates in our head. And this is extremely important. And the pineal gland, which is covered with piezo crystals, is in between the two spheres of the cerebellum back here. This is your balance, your autonomic breath, all the stuff is back here. So when you breathe like that and you're pushing that, it's moving that pineal gland. And as it starts to shake, it generates energy. And that energy will flood the body, which is how you got here. The energy came down through the 8th chakra, down into the 7th, right through the body and right out, and gave you life. Now, we have practices I'll talk about in other videos that you close the pelvic floor, and instead of the energy going out and giving life to something else, it comes back up and it gives you life, because it ends up in your brain or your heart, and those are known as brain or heart orgasms, and they are incredible. So once you learn how to do that and using that pelvic floor to generate that energy, it will completely change your life. So let's just we're going to do some breaths here for when you go to sleep at night. You can do this laying down at night. I had a friend that was in Nam. He's never really slept, and this was probably 10 years ago now. Never really slept well. Taught him these breaths, told him to do 10. He's never made it past 5, and he sleeps all night. Because mostly, like, laughter is a high oxygen event. Well, sleeping is a low oxygen event. And in that state, if we don't put oxygen in our body before we go to sleep, we'll run out. And many people wake up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning because their body is waking them up because they need them to breathe. So this breath is slow, it's direct, and you give your body permission to relax while you're doing it. During the exhale, you release anything that does not serve your higher good. You release anything that keeps you from being still, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. All right? So we're going to breathe in through the nose, nice and slow. All right? And so you'll be doing this at your own pace. You can join me while I'm doing this, but when you're doing it yourself, follow your breath. Your breath and your body know the way to whatever it is that you want. But we have to get this out of the way. That's why they spend so much time creating chaos in our mind, because chaos interrupts the breath, and the breath and the movement doesn't match anymore. So let's inhale through the nose, nice and slow, belly breath. Then we exhale through the mouth, nice and gentle, just let it naturally flow out. With the intention of going to sleep. Your body needs permission to do things, and it needs permission from you. Not your neighbor, not your doctor, not anybody. It needs it from you, because you're the commander-in-chief of this vehicle. And we are not our body, we're the energy in it. And when we learn to direct it, it will keep the body in great shape. All right, let's do another breath. Inhale through the nose. Giving the body permission to relax for a good night's sleep. And we exhale. Also, when you hold your breath, you create stem cells. So you don't have to go pay 25 grand to get stem cells. Your body produces stem cells. So allow it to do that by giving it permission. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. Just letting your body relax, your mind relax. Everything in the body is relaxing right now. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. Remember, your body knows the way. And it also controls all our conversations. Because if there's certain things that you don't want to speak about that have happened to you in the past, it will not allow you to speak about it. And once you do, if you ever get to that point where you realize the universe wants that, and it's a resistance in you, and the more you resist, the more it persists, and the more energy and strength you're giving it. And we want that energy to heal our body. We don't want it to be stuck in certain places in the body. Freeing the body, letting loose all the things from our past, especially if they're not happening anymore. The people may not even be alive, yet their voice is still in your head because you haven't broken the energetic shift that's there. And once you do that through your breath and telling the body to release it, it'll go. And you'll feel lighter. You'll feel more enriched. All right, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Just letting your body relax. I'm going to do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Well, one final thing I wanted to talk about was the light coming from your computers, your TV, and your phone. That's daylight. And it's interrupting the melatonin production. So when you're looking at the phone or the computer or whatever it is, with that blue light coming out, that's going into your eyes and it's not allowing you to sleep. So if you're working on the computer and you shut it off and you go lay down, well, there's no melatonin. It takes half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour for it to produce enough melatonin because it likes darkness. And you'll be able to go to sleep and get a restful sleep. So make sure you're breathing, you're giving your body permission to relax, and you're doing the best that you can. There will be times when, you're going to have an emotional reaction no matter what. It's not that you're having an emotional reaction, it's that you're keeping it for 10, 20, 30 years, let alone minutes, right? Or minutes, let alone years. And this resistance will cause dis-ease in the body. And keeping these lymphatic pathways open will help to regenerate, rejuvenate, and revitalize your body like you can't even imagine. All right, I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. I'll be doing more live videos here, and hope to see you in the next video, all right? I'll see you guys later. I gotta remember how to shut this thing off here.